Hey, good morning, everyone. It is Ask Me Anything Monday. We already are rocking and rolling. So, Ask Me Anything. We'll be here right now, and then we'll be on Clubhouse at 3 p.m. Pacific time. Come join me for Ask Me Anything. Happy to help. Laura, I see you there. David Flores, good to see you as well. Tiff, Jake, how is everyone? Big thumbs up to you, everybody here. Mr. Flores would like to ask a question? Sure. I am fine with Brandon, get those questions rolling and moving and moving. Hello again, Laura. Thank you for joining me. We've been good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm good. You got a question for me?
I think I have a million questions, but if I have just one that I've got to put out there, how
All
about
right, cool.
how's your day going?
Amazing. How about yours?
Fantastic. I caught the sunrise this morning. It was great.
Yeah, I think every morning I catch the sunrise. That's the advantage of getting up. Cool.
Fantastic. Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
Of course, of course. Just pick your best question or any question.
Whew. Oh my goodness. Any question or best question? Let's go with what was the catalyst that got you into what you do now for everybody?
So for me, it's everything's an evolution, not a revolution. But the catalyst was walking on the beach. I've been doing research on, why people commit suicide, and it's particularly young people, like very young people. I get teenagers, I get drug, I get depression, I get that stuff, but I could not fathom, this trend of very, very young people taking their own lives. And so I started down this rabbit hole of depression, and I'm walking on the beach and have an epiphany of math, and it was like brought me chills. Like, how can I create a collective consciousness of happiness? Why can't people figure out finding the light, the love, and the lessons? I can teach people through gratitude, forgiveness, accountability, and inspiration, and daily practices, and making them enjoy consistent, persistent behavior. I can do this, and then I'm like, how do I create a big collective consciousness that will overwhelm the world? I came up with the idea of over a billion people, and then I worked my way backwards from a billion and said, wow, if I could find 1,000 people like D. Flores that listens, watches the videos, and can change his mindset, but then empower him to change other people's mindset, heart set, and their pragmatic daily practices, then if they could do 1,000, we could really quickly in my lifetime, and I say quickly in my lifetime because I believe in, infinity of time, we could create a collective consciousness of happiness. So, you know, for me, that was the catalyst that I could connect the dots backwards to something that other people would laugh at me, scoff at me, and make fun of me. And I started on my speeches. It was pre-COVID that I came up with this, obviously. So I would start a speech and say, who here thinks that I can empower over a billion people on earth to be happy? And very few people would raise their hands. And then I do my speech about gratitude and forgiveness and all the practices and teach them. I said, now, who here thinks I can empower 1,000 people to empower 1,000 people to empower 1,000 people? And everybody would raise their hand. So you think I can do this? Yeah. So in other words, 1,000 times 1,000 is a million times 1,000 is a billion. So who here thinks I can empower over a billion people to be happy? Everybody raised their hand, right? And I raised my hand. So, but most of the time, we don't figure out how to do that. And for me, that's been the catalyst from day one. And it's allowed me, when people, aren't aligned with my vision or my beliefs, or it allows me to understand them and forgive them, but continue on with my journey. And it seems to be adding up pretty well, because I got you on here at 8 in the morning Pacific time, empowering people yourself. So does that make sense to you?
It sure does, but I'm humbled to the max. So really, I appreciate you having me on here. This is amazing. Thank you.
You
Thank you
got it,
for
my
sharing
friend.
that as well. This is amazing.
Come back on. I do it
I,
every day.
I
Thanks.
promise I'll be here
Awesome.
every time I can.
I appreciate it. All right, help me. Thanks. That's D. Flores, my man, helping me empower over a billion people to be happy. Everybody can play their small part. If you want my books, guys, exercises, they're free. Just david@dmeltzer.com. Email me. And if you want daily, right there it is, 949-298-2905. Join our text community. Can we ask a question? You can ask a question. I want you. This is called Ask Me Anything. Please ask me a question. How do you make the most of your 24-hour day? Why use first the power of 64? And that's looking at things, studying efficiencies, effectiveness, and statistical success. I look for 16 hours of productivity a day, and then I look to use those productive hours to double what I do by being twice as efficient and pursuing that potential. And then I practice. And so those 16 hours of activity of awake time. And then I also have an unwinding routine that takes care of the last 8 hours a day, which is for me the first 8 hours, because my unwinding routine, I start my tomorrow today. I've shifted the paradigm of man-made construct of time to start my day every day at 9 p.m. by utilizing an unwinding routine to put my body into the right position to recover, as well as my subconscious and unconscious mind to clear all the interference, get the ego out of the way so that I plateau and grow each day. I don't push a boulder to the top of the hill just to have it roll down to the bottom of the hill, Camus in the Stranger. So many people live like tubes, whole day is just in, out, in, out. Don't live your life like a tube. Plateau and grow. Have that unwinding routine. All righty, let's see here. More questions here. What does vacation every day mean to you? My vacation is my occupation. Occupation is what occupies me every single day. 2 minutes a day is worth more than 2 hours on a Saturday. I'm not one of those people that believe in taking massive time off. I believe in taking time off every day to enjoy every single day by taking inventory of my values, personal experiential giving and receiving values, so that I vacation every day. I spend a minimum of an hour a day on my own health. That's a part of a vacation for me, but I do a variety of different things to vacation every single day. I use minimums amount of time, not exact times. Everybody gets so frustrated. Oh, you only spend 2 minutes with your daughter a day. No, I make sure I spend a minimum every day of 2 minutes with my daughter. Minimum. Sometimes it's hours, weeks, but a minimum every single day. I believe in consistent, persistent contact. So at Gratitude Exchange. Am I looking? I do not see them there, but we'll take my friend here. We got more questions rolling and rocking and rolling. So here we go. Hello, hello.
G'day.
Hi.
How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you.
Oh, very well. Thank you. Do you have a question for me? It's Ask Me Anything Monday.
I had a sinus infection a couple weeks back. What do you recommend?
Oh, there we go. Some pragmatic advice. So for me, any type of health ailment, I immediately go to a mindset of I am healthy. And so I utilize a blend of Western medicine. So I get sinus medication, but I also would have a mantra that I am healed. And what am I doing to interfere with my own health, my own wealth, my own happiness? And so I use a combination of medicine. And I prefer holistic types of medicine. So I'll do some research to see if there's some natural eucalyptus or something that clears our sinuses, moreover than, you know, uh, a more scientific approach. But if there's not, I'll use plain, medicine. And so I blend those two. But I think the mindset of knowing that we are healthy, and when we are not healthy, that we're doing something to interfere with it, and to explore what that is, whether it's the negative energy around us, whether it's a negative atmospheric thing or environmental thing, and
As
then
well as what you're
by that.
taking in as well, consuming,
Pardon?
absorbing that information. Yeah.
Right on. Well, I hope you
I
feel better.
did I did get antibiotics on a IV for the night, but
There
I
you go.
love natural aromatherapy.
Use your most powerful part of you, your mind, to keep that great mindset and remind yourself that you are healthy, happy, and wealthy, and you're just doing things to interfere with it. Okay?
Thank you. Yeah.
Thank you.
Awesome.
You're
Keep
awesome.
keep keep going.
All right.
That's awesome.
Take care. All
So
right. Bye bye. Feel better.
bye.
But I love, you can ask me anything. That's what it's called. All right. Requested Garrett would love a minute, good sir. Let's see here. Blaine seems to be the only one. Oh, Mikey, there we go. What's your greatest lesson from your podcast with Sadhguru? The Sadhguru. Oh, my goodness. There's so many lessons. The greatest lessons from Sadhguru. Um, yeah, I think it was just affirmation of lessons itself, that you don't have to have pain in your life to learn a lesson. You can learn the lesson before the pain, and he'll talk about that on there. So I think I may have shifted my perspective of lessons and pain and lessons, and life is about lessons. Let me bring on Colton here with another question. Ask me anything Monday. If I don't get to you today, I will be 3 p.m. on Clubhouse, 3 p.m. Pacific time on Clubhouse. Hello.
Hey, how's it going? Thank you so much for having me on. I'm really grateful for the opportunity to speak with you and ask you.
Of course. What question do you have for me?
So you talk a lot about like vibration. I was wondering if you have any advice to raise vibrations and like focus on energy.
Yeah, great. So number one, you can only be aware of that which vibrates equal to or less than you. So we want to work on our own vibration so that we can become aware of more and more, which is a self-fulfilling prophecy of being able to vibrate faster when we raise our awareness of why we aren't vibrating faster, meaning what's interfering with our highest self, our highest vibration. What is it, the people, the ideas? What is it, our mindset, our heart set? Is it our daily practices that are interfering with the health, the wealth, and the happiness of the higher vibration, the higher frequency? And so I think within an entire paradigm of vibration, we can start looking and saying, okay, I can utilize meditation, I can utilize diet, exercise, podcasts, TV shows, I can use books, my mindset, my heart set, and my daily practices to effectuate vibrating faster, which then, of course, raises our awareness, which then allows us to vibrate even faster because we're aware of what's interfering with this higher vibration, our higher self, our higher frequency. It's a self-fulfilling prophecy. And so it has to start with looking within, knowing we cannot find outside of us what we're not going to find inside of us. So as you look within and understand what is causing or interfering your higher vibration or your higher self, you'll start raising your awareness, which then makes it actually easier to continue to raise your awareness or vibration. Does that sound fair?
Awesome, thank you. And then after like I already do most of those things to raise my vibration. How would you recommend to like inspire others to do the same?
So, for me, it's finding what you got you there, right? So how we inspire, we can motivate people in a variety of different ways. That'll get them up, get them started, get them back started. But to inspire someone, you need to share your vision with them. And to inspire them, you need to make sure that you're able to quantify and articulate the quantification of how you got there, right? The easiest way to get somewhere is to find someone like you and have them give directions to where you're at. That's what I do, right? I just give directions where I'm at, which is the fastest way to get to people where I'm at, or my frequency or my vibration, my understanding, the quantitative value that we can provide. So if you can do the same, if you can learn to articulate the quantifiable value and the directions to where you're at, you will easily be able to share your vision when we're connected to and through inspiring others to inspire others to do and through what you do and through. Does that sound good?
Awesome, thank you so much.
Thanks for
Have a
joining
good
me.
day.
I love your hashtag, man. Gratitude
Thank you.
exchange. Keep exchanging the gratitude, my friend. Thanks, Cole. Share my content, do good deeds. Anybody want to learn more about this? It's in my book. Just I'll send it to you. I'll ship it to you. I'll sign it. I'll pay for it. I'll pay for shipping. Not a problem. David@dmeltzer.com. I look forward to sharing that with you. If you haven't joined my text community, that number's right here too. 949-298-2905. All right, let's keep the questions rolling. It's Ask Me Anything Monday. All you gotta do is ask me anything. I'll do my best to answer it. What's your favorite memory as a father? I think so. My favorite memory, there's so many. I like our family dinners. So for me, family dinners together, I sit there and rejoice. My kids probably don't know it, but I just sit there and enjoy the interaction and dynamic of family dinners, and it's, to me, I'd buy tickets to it. I think if they wouldn't take my kids away, I would televise it because it's just amazing. Where's the link for your book? Can someone post the link for my book? You can email me, david@dmeltzer.com, or shipmeyourbook.com, shipmeyourbook.com. It's easier just to email me, david@dmeltzer.com. All right, we'll send it out to you. Not a problem. It's faster. Perfect. When feeling low on energy, where do you pull your fuel from? I don't pull, bro. I don't pull fuel. I love that. I don't pull fuel. I don't pull fuel. I use my free will to clear. If I'm low energy, I want to see what's interfering with what I'm already connected to. I know what I'm connected to. I got more power in my pinky than they do power in downtown Manhattan, New York. I got more power. So if I got low power, it's because I'm interfering with it. Is it the people I'm surrounding myself with, the ideas that I have, the music I'm listening to, the books I'm reading, the podcasts I'm listening to? Is it I'm not exercising my body correctly? Am I not nutrients correct? So what is it that's interfering with that? Great. I don't pool for fuel. I'm already fueled. I got to see what's interfering with it. All right. Very good. Let me know if you want to go live with me as well. When does season 2 of Elevator Pitch? It's already out. When does season 2 of 2-Minute Drill? So Elevator Pitch is out. You can see we have 6 seasons out of Elevator Pitch. 2-Minute Drill season 2 comes out in June. It's already filmed. We're editing it, getting it ready for Bloomberg and Amazon Prime Video. Just it'll be an hour long. The pilot season's over. Good showing, not great. I got to be honest. Season 2 will blow your socks off. It's amazing. It's the best show I've ever done, from all of them, from Thinking Grow Rich to Legacy to Beyond the Secret to World's Greatest Motivators, the Elevator Pitch. 2-Minute Drill is the best I've ever done, season 2. And it will be out in June. So I hope all of you enjoy it. Rocking and rolling with my girl, Laura, the hussy lady. 2-Minute Drill. Yeah, we got it. We know the name. Don't we, Jake? You got it there? All right. Do you have an internship program? Yes, we have one of the oldest and best intern programs in the world. If you want to intern for us, please let me know, especially with summer coming up. David@dmeltzer.com. Please reach out if you want to intern for us. We'd love to have you. They're remote internships right now because of COVID. So please let me know. We're reaching all around the world for incredible everything from editors to content writers to salespeople, marketing, PR, lawyers, whatever you want. Christina, good to see you here. Hey, how come Jordan doesn't like Jake? Hey, Jakey Bakey got himself a hater. What? That means you're there, baby. It's like when I got sued for the first time, my dad said, "Oh man, you're finally successful enough for someone to sue you." Look at that, Kathy Cardenas, the best PR person I know in the house. Hey, look, Jake has a hater up above. That's amazing. Anyone looking for a sugar daddy? Scotty. All right. Jakey loves a hater. Give him your cell phone number to call you. See why he's so angry with you. I'm curious. That's interesting. Are those internships paid? Some are, some aren't, depending if you get school credit and what you're doing for us. So tons of questions here. Anybody want to go live with me? Let me know. Blanello. Let me take one more question and we'll go live. It's Ask Me Anything Monday. That's right. Ask Me Anything. We also have Clubhouse at 3 p.m. where I do an Ask Me Anything. I do my private group Ask Me Anythings on Mondays too. Kathy gives a big smile. I love Kathy. Hello, my dear. Anyway, what is your most value piece of business advice to give younger self? For me, easily ask for help. Radical humility, ask for help. That's the best piece of advice that I can have. So if you're young, ask for help. Find someone that sits into the situation that you want to be into. David@dmeltzer.com if you want my book. David@dmeltzer.com if you want a mentorship or coaching or internship. Hello, my friend. You wanted to go live. You got a question for me.
Hello, David. Let's call you David. I'm Romanian, but living in Sweden, and most of the times when I'm thinking of businesses, I get a lot of ideas. So the problem is that the idea that I have thought of last It's quite of a big idea, like a huge one, meant to revolutionize. I'm sorry for my English; it's not the best, but
It's good.
yeah. But the thing is, he's gonna come up to the fashion, but the high fashion industry, you know. And I know that there is a lot of entries into this business, but the way I thought of it, it's quite of a quite of a long run, you know. Like I need people, I need a team, I need, but it's very hard with my experience to bring up all these people that could come with me and bring the idea to life, even though it's a unicorn, you know. I mean, I believe in it, you know. I do believe every day, I do think of it every day, but it stops me because I'm only one person. I can do all the stuff, you know, that.
Yeah, well, we have to do is connect the dots backwards and start understanding what it's going to take the first step, the second step. You have all these other people that will join you. You have to detach yourself from the outcome. So all big ideas take time, right? Jeff Bezos, he started with a bookstore in his garage all by himself. And Phil Knight started selling tennis shoes out of the back of his car. It just takes time, but you need to enjoy the consistent, persistent pursuit of that big idea and try your best to connect the dots backwards so you know step by step the directions of angling to what you want, but continue to have the faith that you have that you're going to end up somewhere better and bigger. That's how big ideas happen, is someone taking, you know, the bull by its horns and doing what it takes to do and making sure they detach from the outcome and enjoy every day without quit what they need to do to continue to learn, and then more and more people will be attracted into it. So you got to get started, got to get restarted, take baby steps, bite-sized steps. 2 minutes a day is worth more than 2 hours on a Saturday, and stick to it. Be open for movement. Remember, all the mistakes you make will be indicators that you have a different direction, a better direction to go in. As long as you learn from them, they're no longer mistakes. They're just indicators. Does that sound fair?
Yes, it sounds fair, but the thing is, like, let's say that we are talking about a thing that it's quite big. Like we are talking that our primarily what do you call it? The people that we are fighting with in this industry, they are people that have been there for like years, for tens of years, you know. So when I come with this idea, which is
I get it, man. I get it. You got to get started with baby steps. You know, Kevin Plank, when I was working with Lee Steinberg, he came in looking for $10,000 to start Under Armour to compete against Nike and Adidas. And people laughed at him, made fun of him. But, you know, Phil
exactly.
Knight, same way against Asics, just selling out of the back of his car. Obviously, Bezos. But you're stuck into some short time frame. You got to get out of that short time frame. You got to not limit yourself. Just enjoy the consistent, persistent pursuit of that big idea. It's not going to happen overnight. You're not going to get millions of people and billions of dollars overnight. You got to put together a plan connecting the dots backwards to continually grow. And you're not going to see any results till you're about 90% of the way there. That's why most people quit. That's why most
Like you
people.
said before, maybe we fight it for like 10 years, and then the next day would be the success, and we keep quit after 10 years. It's gonna be done. It's gonna be just a waste of time.
You got it. You just keep angling and learning, and enjoy your flight, my friend. Thanks for joining me.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Have a safe travels. Take care. I love Ask Me Anything. You can ask me anything from a plane, from a train. It's like green eggs and ham, but instead you got Dave Meltzer. I am. That's just it. You can call me from a train, a plane. You do it anywhere you want. Go ahead. Throw away your green eggs and ham. Let's listen to David. I am. Go ahead. I am. Ask me anything. We're working there so much. Can I quit my job to be an online trader? Do both. That's easy. You don't have to quit your job. Lean into your job so you have more time and money to invest as an online trader, but do both. You do not need to do one or the other until one or the other is to the effectuating of what you want in personal experiential giving and receiving values. Dr. Seuss in the house. New book, David I Am. It replaces green eggs and ham. So you can go ahead and do your IG live from wherever you are. All right, keep it moving. I love Ask Me Anything Mondays. You can ask me anything, or join me 3 p.m. on Clubhouse Pacific time for Ask Me Anything. Thank you so much. Your best budget tips, pre-budget is my best budget tip. So for me, whether it's monthly or quarterly, I go ahead and detach my emotions for my budget. For every dollar that I have, this percentage goes to pay myself. This percentage is reinvested. This percentage goes to charity. This percentage goes to my expenses, and this percentage for each of those expenses. So my emotions are audited. So all I do is focus in on bringing in the most dollars I can, and those percentages are given within the context of how and what I do economically with my budget. But that's the best thing that you can do. What are you grateful for today? Always grateful for my health, my family, and the activity I get paid for. I'm grateful for almost everything I can because I'm on a journey to find the light, the love, and the lessons and everything. And if you find the light, the love, and the lessons and everything, you'll be able to what? Be grateful. And your mindset, your heart set will all be there. All right, let's bring one more person on live. It's Ask Me Anything Monday. Email me if you want my books, guides, exercises. David@dmeltzer.com. Everything's replayed on the Playbook. That's my podcast, one of the top in the world. Download it. It's on every platform. Featured Spotify, on Google, iTunes. Check it out. Garrett wants to go live. I was trying to go live with no bullying, no peace. Yes, please, and thank you. Thank you, Leslie. Thank you. Do it live outside too. I always in your closet. I've done lives outside. I will be traveling, so you're going to see different lives starting this month. So I'm going to be speaking Thursday with Gary Vaynerchuk at the No Bull Conference. Very excited about that on Thursday. And then to Bahamas, and then to Miami for the $100 million mastermind. And then, of course, to the draft. And I'll be speaking at the Female Quotient and with the draft as well. I'm blessed to be there with the draft. Let's see who we have here. We'll take one more person. Thank you so much. Email me, david@dmeltzer.com if you need anything. Download the Playbook, share it, like it. The Playbook, download it. Spotify, Google, iTunes, doesn't matter. Find it everywhere. We're there. Featured everywhere. Last person, let me take a question if he's not going to come on, and then we'll be on to Clubhouse, 3 p.m. Ask me anything. Waiting. All right, no wait. All right, last question. Here we go. What us your job? I missed what you said. I don't know what that means. Sorry. We're having a little bit of fun here. Let's see if someone knew. All right, there we go. Good to see you. When and where did you realize giving thanks was so powerful for self-love? Look, you can't find inside of yourself when you can't get outside. Hey,
How are you
Sammy.
doing?
How
Hi,
are
thank
you?
you. I'm fine, thank you very much. Thank you, appreciate that. So I have a question that it came to my mind because I'm living in Canada, but I'm originally from Iran. So what I'm talking is the question came from Iran to me. So I was talking about motivation, about planning, or lots of information that we have out there. So, but I got a question from people are suffering, and so they have a problem. Even they provide the food, for daily basis. So they have such a problem. So they close their ears. They cannot listen to us. They don't, because their mind is trapped in that issue. So what is your recommendation? What is your solution for them in terms of listening to us or get improved themselves? So because they have lots of problems struggling with money issue, economic issue, like because those are essential needs. So if people don't have food, they don't have a roof on their head.
Yeah.
So how they can think about other things, because those are most important part.
They can't, right? A closed mind, it takes 1,000 times the energy to re-engineer a closed mind than it does an open one. And so the first step when we find a closed mind is, number one, not try to teach a closed mind anything, but try to provide a closed mind understanding and forgiveness and its capabilities of opening it. And so what we want to do is, if people are in the primal fear status, The primal fear status is that which Freud discussed, right? The need for feed, fight, food, or procreate. And that's what a lot of people on earth are. They're living in just primal ego. And so what we need to do is satiate the primal needs of the ego in order to allow someone to open up their mind. An open mind can be taught, a closed mind cannot. A hungry mind cannot be taught, right? So when I say a hungry person who contains that mind. And so too many people are trying to teach a closed mind when they should be working first to open the mind, then teach it. And so if we can provide sustainable mechanisms of how to create food, water, healthcare, financial literacy, etc., we have to work our way through that, understanding where someone's at. If you are on a different station, different frequency of someone else, they're not going to hear you. It's not what you say, it's how they hear you. It's also what they're hearing and looking for. And so we want to distinguish people that are in primal fear or secondary fear and see and determine if they have an open mind or a closed mind. And if they have a closed mind, the only effort that we can put in is to provide them understanding and forgiveness to open that mind so then we can teach it. Does that sound fair?
Yeah, totally.
All right, my friend.
Thank
Thank you,
you very
Sammy.
much. Take care.
You got it.
Hey,
Ask me anything Monday. You can see
thanks.
we have
Sure.
a wide variety of questions. I'm going to take one more questions. You can email me, david@dmeltzer.com. Join me today at 3 p.m. on Clubhouse. Ask me anything. Always so much fun. How do you communicate with someone who doesn't understand you? So understanding is different than listening. So if somebody doesn't understand you, then ask them questions. So that's how you communicate with them. Ask them questions of where the separation, the disconnect, the interferences are between what you're saying and what they're hearing. And so that resistance of someone who doesn't understand you, you need to teach them. And the way that we teach is through, I use a Socratic method of asking questions about what they're doing today, what they like about it, what they like about it, then making suggestions on would it help if you were able to do this? Would it help if you were able to do that? Most people don't have the patience to go ahead and communicate in this manner. But if you ask enough questions, you will align, clear away the interference in the communication, and be able to have a mutual understanding between both parties. All right, everyone. We got to rock and roll. Bonnie, I see you there, by the way. Lots of love from me to you as well. Greg, Garrett, come join me, Clubhouse, 3 p.m. I'm more than happy to keep on answering questions. 3 p.m. Pacific time on Clubhouse today. Ask me anything Monday. You join me any Monday. I'll answer as many questions as you bring the questions. I'll bring the answers. Kate, good to see you as well. I see you there as well. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, everyone. Reach out, listen to the playbook, download it, like it, share it. The playbook, david@dmeltzer.com. Email me if you need anything. Join me for free trainings on Friday. We're going to be time management training this Friday. Mark that down. Time management. If you miss it, you can listen to it on the playbook. We have last week's training on their motivation versus inspiration. Mentorship versus coaching. That'll be today on the playbook as well. Remember, most importantly, everyone, be kind to your future self and do good deeds. Thanks so much.